Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I just want to jump on real quick. I'm going to give you some food for thought. This week's topic, failure is simply feedback in real estate. So failure is simply feedback, okay? So what does failure look like? What does it look like when it looks like you've lost? Even though I don't technically think you lose. I think that all experiences, whether good or bad, are teaching moments, right? So what does it look like? I will tell you what it looked like for me. Went through a divorce, 2 small kids, no money in the bank, had to figure out life really fast and get myself up to speed as to how I was going to take care of the 3 of us, right? So do I count that as a failure? Absolutely not. It was a teaching moment and it was a reaching moment. So failure can be a teaching moment and a reaching moment, okay? So what does it look like? Let me give you 3 ways to turn failure into success. You should be learning something and I'm talking to real estate agents, you should be learning something new about yourself and your craft in real estate. Every listing that you get and every closing that you encounter, you should be learning something new about yourself. Were you confident when you walked in the room, right? When you walked in the room to get that listing, were you confident or did you feel intimidated? Whether you settled in your negotiations at the closing, not at the closing table, but at the negotiating of commission. Did you settle because you thought you had the fear of losing that transaction? So you settled. So you should be learning something about yourself every time you take a new listing and every time you encounter a closing, okay? So number 1, you should be learning something new about yourself. That keeps you growing and that keeps you earning. Number 2, your worth is not determined by what they pay you. It's determined by how valuable you think that you are. So if you think you're valuable, then guess what? That's going to exude in the room. Whether you're meeting with a seller or whether you're meeting with a buyer, they will know and be able to sense your value and your worth based upon your level of boldness that you show and your level of integrity that you show when you're in the present. Number 3, you never know where your weaknesses are until you decide to do something different. Had I not got into assisted living and was coached by an agent, a broker, who had been doing it for 10 years, I didn't even know you could sell a care home. And had I not been coached by a broker, I wouldn't have been able to determine even how I could have even gotten to this level in terms of real estate, being busy all the time and going from closing $50,000 a year in commissions to closing 6-figure commission checked transactions. I would have never known. Had I never been pushed to this level, I would have never learned how valuable I can be in this space of assisted living, right? So my point would be, you're your strongest when you're trying out something outside of your comfort zone. That's when you're the strongest. That's when I'm the strongest. So remember, failure is just feedback for your next level. That's all it is. If you are experiencing transactions that are not closing and you're experiencing leads that won't convert, let me tell you, I will sing it till the cows come home. You need to enroll in the upcoming course, which is going to be completely downloadable. So you're not going to have to worry about showing up for a course date. Everything is going to be completely downloadable where you can self-pace the course. But let me tell you, you're going to want to get it done as soon as you can so we can get you out there getting listings. There is nothing like having dry seasons. And I was looking at a statistic that another broker posted. I couldn't believe it when I read it, but I guess I could. It says over 1 million real estate agents in the U.S. did not complete more than one closed transaction for 2024. That's astounding to me. That's astounding to me. So that means they're not finding the work, that real estate agents are struggling. They're not finding the work. And if you're not working in real estate and you're getting listings or working on the buyer side, you're not making any money. This is not a deal where we are paid by the hour. So I'm going to wrap it up. This is what I'm working on, you guys. This is the course that's being launched on next Monday, January the 13th. You will be able to pay and download the course, and you should be able to get, once you've completed the course, you will be in a position to go out there and get listings in assisted living. You will know 6 core things. There's 6 modules attached to this course. The course is called Attract, Convert, and List. The course has 6 modules. The first module is what is a care home. I will teach you from the ground up. What is a care home? How is it licensed by the state? How is it regulated? And how does real estate agents play into care homes? How do you list them? How do you sell them? So what is a care home is module 1. How and where to market to sellers is module 2. How to list a care home is module 3. I will give you 5 scripts that you can use when you're speaking with a seller to initially take a listing so you understand what you're doing. I also include in the course an actual checklist that you can use with sellers so you will know what business documents to ask the seller for. It can't get any easier. So you get a checklist for that. And how and where to market facilities. Where are care homes marketed? They're not on the MLS. So I will teach you where buyers go to look for care home listings. So everything is in terms of listing to get you started is being taught in the 90-minute course. And it's actually more like 95 to 100 minutes. So everything is being taught in that course for 90 minutes to get you in an introductory phase to what is assisted living facilities, how do they operate, how are they licensed, so you can understand the product that you're selling and you can get to work. So remember what I said, January 13th, launch is happening. If you go to my bio, you can click on the link and you can see the actual modules of the course that's being taught, and you can actually pay now for the course if you want to go ahead and get started and be ready for midnight, January 13th. Next Monday, you guys. So 2025 can be different. That's the whole goal. I want to show you how I got where I am and how transferable every one of these skills that I learned from a coach are transferable directly to you. That's how I can solve your real estate problem in 2025. It's 2025, you guys. So remember what I said, failure is simply feedback in real estate. Number 1, you should be learning something new about yourself when you take a listing and when you do a closing. Number 2, your worth is not determined by what they pay you. It's determined by what you think about yourself and how valuable you think you are. And number 3, you never know where your weaknesses are until you decide to do something different. And guess what? 2024 is about doing something different so that you can get a different result. Happy Sunday, you guys. And don't forget, click the bio and let's get this thing going so I can hear those success stories. Happy Sunday and take care.